Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. Maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Uhuru Kenyatta, the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, yesterday chaired Jubilee Party's NDC in Nairobi. And from that NDC and from Uhuru Kenyatta's speech, it is clear that Uhuru Kenyatta had pure intentions of exiting the political scene. But Uhuru Kenyatta announced during that NDC that he's going nowhere, that he's going to stay. And that move by Uhuru Kenyatta is actually going to compound William Ruto's trouble, because William Ruto is already facing major challenges in his first term in office. He's facing the issue of legitimacy, whether he really won or not. He's also facing the economic challenges. The country is currently facing one of the worst economic times in the history of the republic. So William Ruto is dealing with that, and also the unrealistic promises which he made to the country. Remember, William Ruto made so much promises to the country, and instead of fulfilling those promises, he's actually breaking almost all of them. So in this video, I want us to look at how the return of Uhuru Kenyatta into politics is going to compound William Ruto's trouble. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Let us get back to the main issue. You know, today is Tuesday. On Friday, we are going to remove the bodies of our 6 beloved ones who perished for a funeral service, mass funeral service in the village. So I'll be in, out, but I'll try to be in most of the time. And let us get to the issue. What is your take on Uhuru Kenyatta's return to politics? Just your honest opinion. Should Uhuru Kenyatta retire from politics? Or should he continue leading Jubilee Party? Uhuru Kenyatta is young. That is the truth. And none other than Francis Atwoli kept on reminding Kenyans that Uhuru Kenyatta is too young to retire. He's a former president, so he's going to stay. So that is the first challenge William Ruto is going to face. The second challenge William Ruto is going to face is that he's also going to face Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Odinga has almost half of the votes of the Republic of Kenya. So which means even if Raila Odinga were to exit politics, he still has those votes. So you can't also force Raila Odinga out of politics. So William Ruto is going to face turbulent times moving forward from yesterday. But in this video, I want us to focus on why Uhuru Kenyatta's return is going to become William Ruto's biggest headache for the next 4 good years. Number one, why I'm saying this is because of Uhuru Kenyatta's deep pocket. You know, Uhuru Kenyatta, or for that matter, any other person who is deep pocket, might not really have the people. But that deep pocket can make them influence a few factors. But for Uhuru Kenyatta, he has the people. Personally, I've never bought this narrative that Uhuru Kenyatta doesn't have people. The only thing which happened in the last election is that William Ruto managed to outweight him. But in real sense, Uhuru Kenyatta has the people and he has the money. The fact that Uhuru Kenyatta has the money and the fact that he has the people complicate things for Ruto. It means Uhuru Kenyatta can finance anti-William Ruto's activities in the mountain if he wanted to. It means Uhuru Kenyatta can revive things like Mungiki at will, and that will pose serious challenges. And probably that's why the DCI issued that notice of arrest to Maina Njenga, Uhuru Kenyatta can fund the activities of Azimio if you wanted. And because of that deep pocket, I think Ruto is going to have trouble. Ruto is going to have trouble because of that. Number two, why Ruto is going to have trouble because of Uhuru Kenyatta is the fact that the mountain is restive. That's the fact. The mountain feels that they've been cheated. The mountain feels that the government is not really theirs the way they had hoped. The mountain feels that the business environment is worsening than where Uhuru Kenyatta left it. In fact, they feel that Ruto made some pre-election promises to them. And these promises are not being fulfilled. They bought what Ruto told them and rejected Uhuru. And Ruto is not doing what he promised them, which means the only option for them is now to apologize to Uhuru Kenyatta. And I want to tell you, for example, in terms of appointments in the public service. For the economy, if you look at the treasury, William Ruto has done that well and has allocated the Kikuyus their share. They have the Minister for Finance. They have the central bank governor. If you look at in that aspect, there are several. But the key sector, which is now the energy, the transport, they've been kicked out. Currently, there's a recruitment. I mentioned it. I mentioned it last week. The NsSF are supposed to appoint or to recruit a new managing trustee. That recruitment was supposed to take place last week. It was postponed because the board of KOTU and Federation of Kenya Employers did not send their representative. So the meeting could not, the recruitment could not take place. It's scheduled for tomorrow. But there's a determination to have a gentleman called David Koros as the new managing trustee of NsSF. Koros is currently the CEO of LAP Fund. At LAP Fund, he's facing a 16 billion corruption case. But there are people who are keen on having him at NsSF. Definitely, the Kikuyus will raise issues with that. And it's clear that William Ruto is putting his people. So the mountain is actually restive. They feel that this government is not what they voted for. Consider again the issue of one man, one vote, one shilling. Uhuru Kenyatta was very clear yesterday that they wanted BBI and they still want it. As we speak, the leaders from the mountain are already talking of one man, one vote, one shilling, something which they opposed when Uhuru Kenyatta was pushing. So Uhuru Kenyatta is now going back with that. So which means the leaders who are in UDA will be told not to push that agenda. Uhuru Kenyatta is likely to use that to gain ground in the mountain. That's number two. Number three, the other challenge William Ruto has is that currently is the kingpin of the mountain. Rigathi Gachagua cannot even hold meetings with members of parliament from the mountain. So which means in the mountain, they lack that political identity. They don't have a party which they call theirs. Even the MPs, the Jubilee MPs from the mountain who are working with Ruto were like, they don't even have representative in the bipartisan talks as Jubilee. So the truth of the matter is that the mountain don't have a political identity. When you talk of UDA, you talk of Rift Valley. When you talk of ANC, you talk of Luhya. When you talk of Ford Kenya, you talk of Bukusu. When you talk of ODM, you can have it mixed there. The mountain wants their political identity. By Uhuru Kenyatta reviving Jubilee, it means they are going to regain that political identity. Because Jubilee as a political party was or is still perceived to be the party of the mountain. So it will be easy for the mountain to identify with this political party called Jubilee. And that is the biggest headache for Ruto. Ruto does not want any other political party to emerge in the mountain. And number 4, why Ruto is also in trouble is because William Ruto managed to win the mountain using anti-Uhuru narrative. How did he manage to do this? Every other challenge the mountain was facing was placed on Uhuru Kenyatta. If the mountain could not buy unga, it was because of Uhuru Kenyatta subsidy. If the cost of fuel increased, which affected their businesses, it was because of Uhuru Kenyatta. Right now, the people down there are tired with that narrative. So which means Ruto will have to find a new narrative to sell to the mountain. Will that narrative be Raila Odinga? Again, that is now also stale. Will that narrative be Uhuru Kenyatta? Stale. So what narrative will he use when he goes back to the mountain? The biggest problem he's facing. The people down there are already regretting why they did not listen to Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, if you watch TikTok, if you go to Facebook, these small clips, the mountain are actually making a lot of noise in terms of regretting why they did not listen to Uhuru Kenyatta. And that's why the NDC yesterday attracted a lot of traction from the mountain. And lastly, the Azimio unity. Let's face it, as long as Uhuru is there, there's a chance that Kalonzo Musyoka will be in Azimio. As long as Uhuru Kenyatta is there, there's a chance Raila Odinga would still want to work with Azimio partners. As long as Uhuru Kenyatta is there, Martha Karua, you see, these other mountain leaders who are opposed to Ruto, as long as Uhuru Kenyatta is in Azimio, they'll coalesce around Uhuru Kenyatta. And that is a big problem which William Ruto is currently dealing with. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you, guys. And just like I said, we are going to be a bit busy this week because we are burying on the 26th, which is on Friday. So we'll be a bit busy, but hopefully we will try to do what we do best. And without forgetting, I still want to continue thanking you guys, those who responded. I remember the day this accident took place, I made a call to you guys on this platform. Most of you guys responded very fast. And my family are always telling me, hey, Lee, hawa watu wako nimewaheshimu, tumewaheshimu. It was swift. There are those who send 50 bob, 100 bob, 1,000. There's a gentleman on this platform who sent 25,000. I don't know him. Yeah, he wanted to remain anonymous. Anyway, thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.